Make this special concoction.
What's going on? You ready for this?
Hold on, what is this? What?
What are you doing?
You got Alchemist on the show,
You know,
trying to do some alchemy,
some sneaker alchemy. Trying to do some magic tricks.
Magic tricks.
You gotta have something better than this.
Watch. Pour this in. Pour this in.
Do you know where he's going with this?
Take
You
the
better
ma-
not.
Take the magic.
Oh, that's the magic.
Look at it.
You should have researched this more.
You gotta do your homework, bro.
Not very magical.
Take off them damn goggles.
I think you need
You're
more.
36.
I think you need pressure in it. Is the thing, right?
That's a full size. That's a full size. She want every color. That's a full size.
Hello to every single member of the FS Army watching across the world. Of course, I'm your co-host, Brendan Dunne.
I'm at Welty.
James.
And we're here today with our good friend Alchemist. Welcome to the show. He's a producer, a legend as far as we're concerned. Everybody's pal, our boy Al.
Appreciate that, man.
Been getting funky
High
flavors
praise.
off since he was
Let's get
out
it.
in
Come
Fred
on.
Siegel back in the day.
What you know about that?
A few things. I know you know more.
Uh-oh.
See his collar real high right now. You know what's up with him, Al.
He's got something hidden
under
You gotta watch out for that guy, man. He might have blades under the tongue. You know how you get down.
And he just dropped The Great Escape with our good friend Larry June.
Yes.
Hey.
Yes, it's out. Shout out to my brother Larry. Yeah, great project. You know, fun guy to work with.
Come on.
man. Come on.
Please go download that.
Yes.
Good job, Larry.
Yes, good job.
Al, we're going to talk about your sneaker history. The first thing we want to talk about, though, the shoes everybody has on feet. So, Welty, please tell us what you're wearing.
Getting the badge in today. Stone Island, New Balance 574 Legacy. I like these.
Very well to shoe.
Crispy.
We have great producers on the couch today, so I want to wear great producers on foot today. Shout out to my brother Cardo Got Wings. This is his collab with KD. This is the KD 15.
Oh, wow.
You know, so shout out to my boy Cardo, man, for the producers today, man.
The 15 is a good one.
If you're an athlete.
You're an
It's a
athlete?
Functional, they're functional.
Very, 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 very.
I had to, you know, come Sean Witherspoon Air Max one time.
Corduroys. Those are beautiful.
Yeah, crazy.
Sean give you those?
He really did his thing. No, I purchased
He
it.
did his thing.
I didn't know him at the time. That's how I got hip to him, actually.
Oh, yeah. I'm doing the Ivory Snake Air Force Ones. I've been sitting off these for a while. First
What
time.
year are those?
This is the retro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Why, you got the original?
It don't matter.
You remember when the dude from Daft Punk wore these?
Yeah, he gave them to you.
Remember when Jay-Z wore them?
It's a fact. What's the significance of those?
This is a special pair back.
This
in the
is a
day.
legendary,
First
'cause-
time they ever did Snake on the Air Force.
Yeah, I'm about to say, it kind of takes it
Yeah.
back to like that,
96.
like old school feel for real. Like if you take it back to Dapper Dan, things that they
That's what
went
it
through.
reminded me of.
You see what I'm saying? But that's
Yeah.
actually Nike. Nike do that. Like they'll shut you down, and then 5 years later,
And then
drop
take your
it.
drip. Yeah,
oh
that's-
man, come on.
No
Come on,
snakes were
Nike.
harmed.
No snakes were harmed.
Whacking day, baby.
Al, you said those are sneakers that you love, that you bought, but what's the most regrettable sneaker purchase you ever made?
There was these New Balance. I'm a big fan of New Balance. There was like a James Worthy all purple joint.
Oh, the Packer shoes, the high
The
tops?
Packer. And I love Packer.
Packer.
They were slick when I saw them.
Yeah.
You ever see something and you're like, I need those.
Oh,
and
for
I
sure.
got them. They just didn't sit right on the foot. I never had
That's crazy because we had Bronson on the show. He said that you make everything look good because you're a model.
Al is just a mannequin, so you could put him in anything, he looks good.
Thank you, Action.
Almost everything.
Yeah, that didn't work. That one I couldn't figure out. Yeah.
All right, let's talk sneaker news. The first piece of sneaker news we want to discuss is the rumor, and I do want to stress rumor, that the black and blue Air Jordan 1 Royal is coming back in the fall, maybe. Said these might have suede on them when they come back around. If that's the case, I'm definitely passing. Al, I know you said at one point that Jordan 1 is your favorite. You had the Sky Jordans back in the day, right?
Yes,
Is this
yes,
still
I
your
did.
favorite? How you feel about these?
Still, not per se that colorway, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's still my favorite sneaker. The Jordan 1 is like kind of perfection.
But you
know
do
what I
do
mean?
the Royals, right? From time to-
Absolutely, and these are the type, if they come back reissue, I'm rocking.
Suede?
As
Even
long
if they
as-
put suede on them?
I don't like modifications, but I'll say like, I don't like when they do it and the quality is not the same.
Yeah.
That's kind of whack. But I
That's
feel
real.
like this shoe, they're not gonna do that. If this comes back,
You see, I would agree with you, but Nike just be doing shit. Do what you want. You know, it's not my company, right? You know, it's just my culture.
That's right.
It is what it is.
right.
You know what I'm
That's
saying? It's cool. It's do what you want. Do what you want. A friend of mine, shout out to my boy Jose, actually, we were talking about this shoe. You know, you can't stop things from happening because every time a shoe re-releases, for us, we're like, why? But for that 16-year-old, it's like, this is their journey, this is their new story, right? So it would have been cool, or it would be cool, if they would drop this sneaker, maybe reimagine like they've been doing other ones with the, you know, age, but to put the purple lace that was there back in the day, it was like an alternate lace that was kind of like purple blue that came with the sneaker way back in the day.
Was it alternate, or I think it was just some of them were time damaged?
Hey,
Who knows?
who knows? I'm used to seeing it way back in the day. Like, I mean, I also like taking it back to like the duct tape days when skaters like duct tape.
That was a
their-
skater shoe.
You know what I'm saying?
For
like,
sure, that
Did
was
you skate in these?
absolutely.
You were rolling the Bones Brigade
Absolutely.
back then?
Come on, are you kidding me? Powell Peralta? Of course. I mean, come on, Nodis and
Cab.
Mark Gonzalez. They were all like street skaters who like inspired us as kids. But like, I think that it's so crazy the Jordan phenomenon with that we had as kids and that this generation also has. I always like sometimes ask myself like, there's probably a whole group of kids who wear Jordans right now, and if Michael Jordan walked down the street past them, they may not even really know that's the guy. On
At
the shoe.
all.
Like
That's a fact.
the phenomenon of Jordans
Unless
became
he's doing
bigger.
the exact pose.
Yeah, but it became bigger than him. Like when we were kids, I wanted that shoe because I felt like I was gonna play better basketball. Like I remember when I first got the first pair, I used to, the coach on my team used to be like, to tell me to stop looking at my feet, because when I would play, I was staring at my shoes the whole time.
That's crazy.
And it was like, I felt like I could jump higher.
Yeah.
Like they really were like, you know, sports shoes.
Confidence
Were you
booster.
singing the song to yourself? I want to be like Mike.
Absolutely.
Next bit of sneaker news. Something that may or may not be rumored that maybe you have some insight into.
I don't know what I'm allowed to speak on and what
This
I'm
is
not.
this is maybe
make a phone call.
maybe the second colorway of the Action Bronson New Balance 990 V6.
I may or may not have a pair.
Already?
Sample size?
Do you may or may like this one better than the other one?
I would say that colorway is all day. The current colorway,
Yeah.
which my man knocked it out of the park. First of all,
Out
let's just say,
the
I'm so
park.
happy for him and the success that shoe is
Jesus
having. But
Christ.
that colorway, it's like an all day shoe, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Right?
That's a grown man shoe.
What was your reaction when you saw that first, like the pistachio colorway?
It's just so him. You know what I mean? He threw the kitchen sink at the shoe. It was just like, that's his style, you know? But the way it was so tactfully made, where he placed the colors and
The ooze,
quality.
the copper, the
Killed it.
waves.
He killed it. It's
Back to the
been-
earth.
Yes.
Did you give him any feedback or insight into it, or?
He was showing me shit while he was creating, but Bam is the type, like, he knows what he wants. He'll pick my brain, but he's gonna do what he wants to do, but he's very particular. And there was a couple other colorways he was working with that were insane. Maybe they'll see the light of day.
Right.
But he hit the ground running hard. So shout out to my brother, because I feel like he's just going up from here with the sneakers.
For sure. My brother Al, I want to get into your sneaker history. When officially did sneakers matter for you, man? Like, when did it kick off?
I mean, it was probably really directly related to rap music. Like, I remember seeing a poster of Eazy-E, and he had the threes on. He had the cement threes. It was like a promo poster. He also had the hoodie on. And it was shit like that, or like just the Fat Boys album covers and seeing like the spot builts and like basically like the sneaker was like the focal point of the fit, you know. And I can remember certain ones as kids that I played. They became part of your personality when you're a kid. They know you for that, you know. Like I used to rock British Knights as a kid, and I was like, not a lot of people did. So it was also a way to kind of stunt.
Didn't you say too that like you collecting records kind of like the same collector mentality as like what got you collecting sneakers?
I don't know if one like triggered the other, but it's something very similar. Like my brother, rest in peace, DJ AM, like we came up together. And him and Homicide and Ben Baller, they used to have a crew where they were like early on.
Air Max crew. Did
Really?
DJ AM put you on to sneaker collecting, or you already knew about it?
No, we were all as kids doing it, but once he started getting money, he just started going nuts.
Crazy.
Collecting records and sneakers, I feel like there is a similarity. It's like the hunt to find something. It's the same concept of making beats, because when you find a crazy sample or something, you want to hook it up and flash on your other producer friends.
Were you going hunting with AM at all?
I don't know if we ever went on a hunt, but he had the hookup when we were teenagers. He had the connection This is when Extra Large had a store in LA.
Hey.
And that's when like everybody's wearing Ben Davis and
Like Beastie Boys era?
He found that some store way out in LA that had like dead stock Pumas and shell toes, and he made a killing. And I think Sporty LA even bought some of them from him back then.
Damn.
Or whatever it was, like AM was always
Of course.
hardcore on it, yeah.
Al, I remember when I first learned about you collecting shoes was on It's the Shoes.
Which one was that? Was it a DVD or something?
I think it was the ESPN or like Bobito.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember you telling two stories on there. I think you said you realized that shoe collecting became an issue when you brought a girl back to the crib and you had like shoes lined up by the bed, and then like all of a sudden they just like knocked over all over the place, and she was like,
You don't want to have more shoes than a girl has. That was like, it's getting out of control. When I realized when I slowed down a little bit was when the whole lining up for sneakers thing started.
You weren't going to do that.
yeah.
I felt like it was getting out of control, you know, and if I don't have a connect, I wasn't really going to stand in line. That's when I feel like I slowed down. I used to have everything otherwise. At that point, it was like, I'm going to be selective because I'm not going to.
Be doing this.
Did you ever line up? Not one time?
Did you?
I've been there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another story. Another story I remember you telling on there, and I don't remember the exact details of it. I couldn't find it online, but I know you have the Eminem sneaker plug, obviously through Shady Records,
Yes.
right? I know said you don't have the 4s, but you had a lot of their shoes. And there was something about a dice game for a pair of Eminem Air Force Ones. Do you remember that?
I never played a dice game for a pair of Eminem 4s. But
Nah, you made up a fake story about me.
But I did go see Swiss one time in the studio when he was working with Cassidy. This is back in the early 2000s.
Hey.
And I went to play beats and no beat landed, but me and Swiss started playing dice and it got crazy and I took a lot of bread from
Hey, that's
Every
good.
time I see
It's
Swiss,
still nice in the dice game,
Swiss still
regardless of what's
wants
up for
revenge.
grabs.
Yeah, so if I see
Put
him,
up some
I might have
art.
to go get some dice so I could let him get his gift back. But but I do have the 4s.
Oh, okay.
Let me just.
Set the record straight, just so the
Just let
public
everybody
knows.
I have
know. Hey, I got those, okay?
I have those.
All right. For me, personally, I know you more from music than sneakers. And then when you really pay attention to your discography, sneakers has meant so much to you over the years. It's like, I didn't realize it was so intentional.
For sure.
Like in the Hold You Down video, here's a scene where you purchased a ton of sneakers with your
Nort.
album.
It was a store called Nort. Shout out to Nort. Shout out to my man Stash.
What made you want to put that in there? Obviously, is it that obvious where it's like, this is a part of your lifestyle, so you want to show it? That's what made you do it?
Absolutely. It was
Okay.
definitely a part. That video was all about just showing what I did, and really, budget-wise, it was like everything was in a half-mile radius. That
Right.
was easy because Burkina Music Hut was where I would get the CDs. That's where I went there.
Right.
Around the corner was Nort.
Yep.
3 blocks away was the restaurant, Wuleo, which is closed now. It was a Korean restaurant. And then Canal Street to get the jewelry. So it was all like within proximity.
Radius.
Yeah.
Did you actually keep the sneakers? Did you buy sneakers from them?
Yes.
Or it was just all for show?
No, I bought them that day.
Okay.
I bought them that day. And,
Alex helped you out?
Alex Diamond.
Shout out to Alex, man.
Alex and
Haven't
Al.
seen him.
Who was the director of that video? You remember?
Esteban Oriol.
Hey,
shout out to my
no
brother
way.
Esteban.
Another sneaker.
There's a long story behind that.
That's crazy.
Let's just say he saved me, man, because somebody left me hanging.
Wow.
Yeah, and I
That
don't
dude's
even
so
wanna-
amazing, man.
I'd rather not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is not that.
I
This
don't
not that
want
couch.
to you down, but let's just say Esteban saved me.
Wow,
And
shout out
flew
to
to New York
Esteban, bro.
within one day and shot that video on film. You know, for sure.
Do you ever watch that back? And I know when you're in the store, you see like all those like classic shoes on the wall from that era, and just kind of wish you could go back there and just grab them all.
Yeah, we weren't thinking of it like that back then. I don't even think I used to buy doubles, maybe every now and then. Like
Just
if
living in the
I really
moment.
like all the joints that I bought back then, like early 2000s that I bought doubles of, all fell apart lately. Like anything
Crumbling.
I busted out from that I didn't wear, what's
Yeah.
up with that?
Trust me,
You
I
gotta
know.
put some steps in them, just walk them around the house a little bit just to keep them fresh.
It's when you realize that these things were made from something that's dead and is dying more and more and more.
Was there a shoe you remember like crumbling on you that you were like, oh man?
Yeah, the 3s.
True Blues?
Yes.
Yeah, classic.
Those fell apart on me. I was crushed and I had them on
From
the stash.
2000 to
Yes.
2001 ones, was that 01, 02?
It was early
Yeah.
2000s. I bought it on
Yeah.
my Infamy tour with Mobb Deep. I remember we were on that tour. We were in Philly. I bought like 3 pairs, and I had one, and then fell apart. Man.
What
Damn.
about the Funk Flex driving shoe?
I wish I had a pair. You kidding me?
Me too, I don't have it.
Funk Flex driving shoes?
I know you're a fan.
But imagine the meeting he was in to sell it.
The lugs.
The lugs. Like, everyone is gonna drive in these.
He came with a horn, like a bomb. He came with a bomb, like pop, 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 like, hey,
better.
be clear, baby.
Shout to Flex.
Let me get this straight.
Did you ever get to try them?
I did not.
Yeah, well, you and I got to do maybe a wear test.
I would love to get the Funk Flex driving
Back
shoe.
the whips
man.
out.
I mean, that's one of those shoes that might fall apart nowadays, you know? It's so old.
It would be a stunt. There was a lot of weird rapper shoes that happened over the years.
Of course.
It was like Game had a strange.
The Hurricanes, yeah.
Hurricanes are wild.
310s, yeah.
Hurricane
Yeah.
Chris and Feel.
Hurricane Chris. Hey, baby. Hey, baby.
The Fila
Didn't someone
Pradas.
have one with a spinner? Spinning
Wasn't
wheel?
it
No,
Latrell?
Chris Webber.
Chris Webber.
Was
It was a
Dada?
rapper shoe.
Dada
Come on,
spinners.
Dada.
The blades on the footwear.
That was different.
It's like going back in the source and seeing the royal elastics in the back of it.
My favorite thing to do is go back to old Source magazines
Yes.
and look at the fashion. You ever go to the 90s Source magazines and look at like the Antonio Ancelini and the Pure Players, all these
Yep.
brands that are like, and everybody was rocking leather tough.
Those silhouettes really come back around, and it's like, wow, it's like right here again. If you could just see, it's got new names stamped on it.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
new marketing, but same silhouette.
A lot of leather, a lot of buff dudes.
They
It was
had
like
more
all
cows
that
back then, I
buff
think, is
and
what.
A
leather.
lot of leather, bro.
You had Master P and the camo leather,
And the further to the back of the magazine, they're little.
little ouchie.
Get a
A
little
little
spicy.
crazy. A little after dark.
Al, you're not just buying sneakers for yourself these days. You're buying your son a lot of vintage shoes. I saw you're posting up like the OG Huaraches and whatnot. What's it like to like go and get him like vintage dead stock shoes?
It's a trip. It's so fun because, you know, things always look better when they're like these little
course.
tiny shoes.
Little toy, like a
it's
toy.
Incredible.
So fresh.
Incredible.
Come on, man.
I mean, it's the best.
You better make sure he wears them so they don't crumble.
Yes. Well, they grew out of them so quick.
I know,
you
right?
It is, but yeah, that is so fun to be able to find. You know, there's some stuff they don't make.
Is there certain stuff you're like hunting for? You're like, I really want to get him this one pair, or
There's a couple of homies who got shops who look out for me, and they'll just go find like,
Suplex, something like that.
Yes, shout to Suplex. It's fun. It's fun. You know, so
trying to raise him as like a sneakerhead. You want to like
I'll let him do
pass
whatever
on
he
the
wants.
passion.
You know what I'm saying? I think he'll have a natural sense to be a little splashy. I feel. You know,
He'll come. It comes with the territory.
He's already into music, so.
Oh, thank
like,
God.
he's it's so crazy.
Thank God.
Yeah.
When it comes to traveling and shopping, especially shopping for sneakers, is there a story outside of the U.S. that kind of sticks with you?
It used to be fun to go to the UK.
yeah.
Like when JD's before it turned into like Champs.
Yeah.
Or like Foot Locker.
Now we got
JD's
a
was.
JD Sports right here in Times Square.
You remember JD's used to have exclusives.
Oh yeah.
You get like BWs
And
and,
it was
stuff
yeah,
like that.
so like going over there used to be fun. I posted a picture recently of me on one of my old DVDs where I had the white, because you know the SBs.
Come on.
Yeah. So I had the white and green ones where they're kind of inspired by that.
Yeah.
My brother A-Side was actually at the time working at Nike, and we came out there to do a Mobb Deep show. And he brought us by the Nike spot and got us all laced up.
Nice.
We also got the Olympic Jordans at the time. Going overseas was like, you know, a highlight because it felt like at the time, prior to the internet, you could actually come home.
Something special.
Yeah, like you had to
where
go
you
over
get
there.
those
You had to
from?
fly to get these.
Were you,
Right.
were you
Yeah,
going to Japan and buying shoes too, or?
I didn't do that till later because I didn't go to Japan until late. But once you go to Japan, it feels like the final level. Like,
Yeah.
this is it. Like, they just have so much shit figured out in Japan, man. Like I always
The
can't wait
toilets.
to go back. I mean, that's one of the. That's your highlight.
thing, yeah.
Toilet. Yeah.
That's his
They are
highlight.
impressive.
That's his highlight. He's
You're
a cheek
lazy. You don't want to
spreader.
wipe your ass, huh? You're just sitting.
Hey Al, every single week here on the show we punish someone in the worst take section for something terrible they did or said last week as decided by the YouTube commenters. We make them switch out their shoes for something awful. This week it is my good friend Trinidad James, so we're gonna
Come
pass him
on,
these.
man.
Am I allowed to wear this?
No, actually.
Is that why you got that shoe unlaced? You ready to like
You
pop
hitting
it
him with
off?
I
something
had to
bad.
be
Let's
ready
see.
for the
Might have
bullshit.
got
Gotta
these
be
from,
horrible.
Come on, guys.
35th and
Give me
8th
a
or
break.
something like
Why
that,
y'all be
right?
wasting my time?
Just live over there, right? 9th
Yes,
to
I
30th?
did. Yes, absolutely.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he has to wear
And they
these.
would give me the worst goddamn worst take of the year.
Yeah,
Look at the
light, though.
bubble. Al, look at the bubble. Can we even call that a bubble?
No, but look at the fake. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, have fun with these.
Oh, you ever get fake sneakers back in the day?
Montel Jordan on the
Ah, Montel.
Did I get fake sneakers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got fooled a couple times.
Was it
Maybe
one
it was
that
like
is factory made, just a replica to real?
Woo, Damn. That was
Well, he was ready for that.
Yeah, that was low. It was a loaded pistol.
Jesus.
Nah, I think I had the Tassies.
Chassis Devils, the sneaker freakers,
Yeah.
the purple
I
joints.
played on
Somebody
a
had
pair
the
of
fake
those.
ones?
I didn't
This
even
was
know
a
they
while
make
back
fakes of those.
when I first linked with Action.
fuck?
When I first connected with Action, he was heavy New Balance.
Yeah, of
Like,
course.
he even had tattoo at the time. He might have done some other shit over it, but he had the New Balance tattoo. And Muggs used to wear a lot of New Balances.
Okay.
When I was around as a kid, that was my first kind of, sight of
Introduction.
seeing people flipping. Then when I was like, out with Action, he was going New Balance crazy.
Right.
And so
Kennedy's,
He's the
this,
one who
that.
showed me, like, look, you can go online, and I forgot
your
what it
shit.
was, and we just were ordering. It was probably eBay, I don't remember, but yeah, I got played. I got him. At that time there was no authenticating and all that.
Right.
I got caught out.
Wild
there.
West.
Yes.
Have you ever resold sneakers?
Nah, I give shit away all the time, to the homies or, Yeah. Did I let you down? I'm sorry, man. I face, I had to look a little let down.
My brother Alchemist, we also do a segment on this show called Drip, Flip, or Skip. Drip meaning it looks good, flip meaning that you resell, and skip meaning that you don't fuck with it at all. Our first sneaker in Drip, Flip, or Skip is going to be our CDG times Nike Terminator. I'll start with you, Alchemist.
That's super drip. That reminds me of, those are the Terminators, right?
Yes,
The
sir.
original was the Hoya colors.
Yeah, the Georgetown Hoyas. Didn't you have
Absolutely.
the Georgetown Hoyas varsity jacket back in the day?
Absolutely.
Look at that.
You're really on some other shit, man. Yeah, baby.
You better watch out. Hide your okay.
I don't think I'm actually going to spend my money on the CDG Terminators. Like, I like them and it's a cool shoe, but in all actuality, I'm probably not going to pay my hard-earned money for them. So it's a skip for me.
Okay. Hard earned?
I work hard.
Oh.
It's like tasteful collab, but just not a shoe that I could personally see myself wearing, so skip.
All right. More for me. Drip, drip, drip. CDG. Holla at your boy. Mm-hmm. Come on.
They emailed me and they actually said, this is a real story. I already have Trinidad James' size, so don't worry, buddy.
People know me a little bit. Moving forward, we got our women's Air Jordan 3 Lucky Green Brendan Dunne. Drip, flip, or skip?
Oh no, I'm not getting green on this one.
Absolutely, I'm dripping that. That's fire. He's bugging.
The problem is if they didn't involve an Irish person in the making of this Lucky Green shoe, then I'm boycotting.
It's not my company, right? It's just my culture.
But what is it? You just don't fuck with green, or what is it?
No, I just don't need it.
Okay.
I got enough
Okay.
Jordan 3s.
I feel you. That's one of the greatest. So I'm doing that.
Okay.
No problem.
I feel like nowadays it's like they do so many Air Jordan 3s that you can buy that have the Nike Air on the back. And if they don't have the Nike Air on the back now, it's almost like, might as well just wait for the pairs that actually have it. So
Yeah.
just skip.
This is a very clean shoe. I wouldn't mind having it. Obviously Private Selection already got it. These are clean, man. These are clean. They kind of remind me of, now looking at them, the Nike SB4s. Or whatever, just the feel
That's right.
of it. Like,
Similar type of thing, huh?
yeah, just a clean shoe. Like,
Might
it's
as well just
clean.
get the 4s though, right?
Is that like an off-white bottom kind of? It's not really a solid
bit.
white, like eggshell.
I'll call it sail, yeah.
Sail.
Sale,
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is a drip for me. Drip for the ladies. I usually let ladies get the shoes, but this is the one that, hey, if it come my way, don't be mad.
You're gonna step in front of them?
I'm an advocate.
Reggie. Need those, Reggie.
Talk to Reggie
hooks
real
you
quick.
up?
He's a good guy.
He's
And
a
you know
good
one thing I
guy.
say, always been cool with me from day one. Shout out to
keep it
Reggie, man.
honest.
Solid
It
human.
seems like that's the case with Reggie. If Reggie messes with you, then Reggie will always
Always.
mess with you.
Great person.
We've been talking about this lately. Anthony Hamilton got the 1-23 Jordan collection back in the day. Other people have gotten it.
Oh, you never seen it?
Oh, he got the whole thing.
All brown.
All
1 through
brown with
23.
gum sole. If you could do an Alchemist 1-23 Jordan collection where they all had the same colorway on it, what would it be?
It would probably involve some type of purple and green and brown.
Okay.
I'm not sure exactly. That's a
Very
wild.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
You've seen it a different way than I'm seeing it, but yeah, that's right. Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, but yeah, basically.
I got you. Moving forward in shoes, we have, Packer times Adidas Intimidations. Welty used to be an Adidas guy.
I still am to
Drip flipper skips,
recently, but normally just wouldn't do these. Like, just I'd wear a lot of low tops. But there's something about this shoe, especially that black and maroon pair, that I would like to wear these with a pair of sweatpants. So drip.
Okay. Show a little Peter print. Got you. Be done. Drip flipper skip.
I'm a super Packer homer. I like these. Adidas needs more good shoes lately, and these are good. I like them. Drip.
Okay.
I'll probably have to skip those. That's not a silhouette for me. It's a little too expressive in the lower region over there. You know? It's fire, you know.
You don't
like. See, Trinidad could get anything off. You know, he knows how to. He's fat. You know, he on the cutting
Bronson
edge.
said you can get anything.
I
off
don't
too,
see
but
myself
now-
as cutting edge when it
but now
comes
you're-
to. I think I'm probably like a little more stick to what I do. But every
all
now
the
and
classic
then,
silhouettes you're gonna get off. When
I
y'all
need to be a
start
little
doing
more
lot.
adventure. I need to hang out with
Do you
you
not
a
like
little more and
modern
get my
shoes?
grip up.
Like modern sneakers?
Nah.
Nothing.
Like
I
modern
really
Nike
stay
shoes? You
to
don't
the
like-
old
Kept
shit.
the silhouettes
I keep to
classic
the
90s.
classic
Yeah.
shit. I rock Vans. I wore them since I was a little kid. You know, the same ones.
I'm
I think of
surprised
a
like
current
Nike,
shoe. What would be a good one?
Ambush.
What would you?
I see you getting off a Nike Ambush.
I fuck with Ambush.
Yeah, I know
I
you
fuck
do.
with Ambush. Verbal. Yeah, I
Nike
like all the shit
Ambush.
they do.
What was
Yeah,
that
they
one
do.
that was sneaker the 2 years ago that was kind of see-through?
React
The
Element
React,
87.
the React elements. I would have. I see him getting those off.
I feel like you're not an Air Max guy in general.
He's wearing
There's
Air
this
Max right
pair
now.
of. There's this pair of. Yeah, he's crazy. There's a pair of. I had to go find them. It was a pair when I first moved to New York, and I found out they were called. I think they're called Air Trainer Max. They're high tops. I don't know why they never did them again. If you see them, you'll remember them and be like, oh.
Oh shit! I love Packer. I love Packer. Mike, the whole team over there. What is the purpose of the shoe? What is it for? Basketball?
Yeah.
Training?
Dripping.
Soccer.
Is it a basketball shoe though, bro?
Yes.
I wouldn't mind hooping in a burgundy pair.
You're an athlete?
Because I'm an athlete. And honestly, like Brendan said, Adidas does need to come with some shit. Yay is yay. Yay is yay, but yay is not Adidas.
Come with
Adidas
some shit
is
that can
Adidas.
clean out the Japanese toilet.
You know, the forums are always one of my favorite shoes,
It's a
but
classic.
they're really uncomfortable. They squeeze your foot
You had the
towards
lows back in the
cups.
day,
You
right?
know what I
Toe box
mean?
is too
You
narrow.
had the white and gum lows.
I always try to get them off, but they would be just so uncomfortable. And when you're young, you do uncomfortable shit.
Yeah, of
just
course,
to
you're a
be-
model.
Yeah, it's saucy.
Naomi
But now
Campbell.
I'm not wearing anything. I think I'm at the age where like, I think comfort is almost right
matters.
there with. Look,
Most important things.
Facts. So I give the burgundy a pair just because these are basketball shoes. I want to hoop in them. My brother Alchemist, we do outfits on this segment, and there's no better outfits to do than Alchemist outfits. Outfit number 2, OG2.
Outfit number 1.
Boom!
sheesh.
With my favorite Jordan on, so we blood brothers for life.
Wow. Yeah, that was my first trip to New York. I came out here with my mother. She brought just me. I don't know why she decided to just bring me, not my brother. I came out here, Swin Run DMC was already out, so I was like, Queens! But I just remember coming out here and like seeing graffiti on the trains, hearing just the hustle and butt. Like that memory of that trip, that made me, I ended up going to school out here later, and living in New York. But that was the first trip that was like,
The start of
damn,
the
I'm
addiction.
coming back here again, for sure.
New
New
York
York,
is
it
where
was
it's
still New
What
York,
made
New
you
York.
pick that shoe to go there?
At that time,
That's the shoe you had?
That was it.
Okay,
that
okay.
was the only shoe I had.
I got
That was-
that.
and
I
it-
wasn't sure if you had, like,
and it
4
beat-
shoes to choose
Nah,
from.
and it beat the shit. I could tell that I wasn't at the phase of life where I was keeping my shit fresh.
Right.
I was running wild and yeah. See, I got suspenders hanging. You can't really tell. I was on my
Suspenders with the wife beater.
Yeah, I was on a different wave at the
Oh
time,
yeah,
man.
for sure.
I might even had sun in sprayed into my hair. See how it's a little bit of tan in the front?
Yeah.
It might have happened.
Maybe
Let's
the
go.
lemon juice just with the spray bottle.
I mean, I must ask Drip Flipper Skip, my brother.
I'm dripping, man.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is like big, like Billy Hoyle, White Men Can't Jump vibes.
I like that.
Jordan 2s are good. You're a fan of the Eminem 2s, right? As
Yes,
well?
killed those.
Yeah.
What do you think? You like them?
I don't know.
I'm starting to figure you out, man.
I like the 4s.
Let me know, because I still haven't
This
figured them
fucking
out.
guy.
Give me the notes.
My favorite Eminem shoe, and I'm sure you have it, is the Air Max Burst.
Hell yeah.
My brother got
There's
them.
Air
I didn't
Max
get
Slim
those.
Shady on it.
I got the brown, those brown ones were crazy. Yeah, he's done a lot of good ones, I'll say, but they've had a good run doing shit.
You ever been tempted to sell any of those shoes?
You trying to get, no. Thank God, I'm doing all right.
Thank God I'm doing all right.
But shit, if shit hits rock bottom, I might have to sell one of those. I mean, those M&M Carhartt joints, you probably get a pretty penny, right?
Yeah.
Hey, you
couple
pay the rent.
things.
This is Drip,
Okay,
yeah.
Brendan Dunne.
Yeah, this is on a mood board for me right now because I'm trying to get in tank top shape for the summer, you know?
You gotta start doing your push-ups, man.
This is, yeah, you see, I got the muscles too
I
right there.
I
to sit,
definitely see it.
the
And I didn't
bones.
know the sneakers were dirty. I feel like they look clean. Even as a young mud foot, the shoes were still clean. I just had to get the bar off.
It was my,
I just had to get the bar off.
that was
He
fire.
wasn't the album with you, bro. He been talking about it all week, okay?
Mudfoot's Revenge.
These are reimagined. That's all it is. This is early reimagined.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a trip. I mean, he's wearing my favorite Jordan. I mean, this is what any Jordans from this era is supposed to look like. This is what the fit's supposed to look like. Outfit number 2, Just Blaze. Come on, man.
What the hell was I doing in that position? That stance is a ridiculous hip hop stance.
You look like you're posing for your character in the Def Jam PlayStation game.
Yeah, I don't know what I was doing. That was a good Air Force One though.
The
If I remember.
Unitas?
Yeah, they had the ostrich on them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good Air Force One. Just always been up on his game. What was he rocking over there?
Jedi Dunks.
Yeah, he was doing
Alumni.
his thing. Shout out to my brother. We did a whole tour. We did 2 tours back then together.
Tours of Duty.
Yeah, when we were like back, like the Sound Clash and the Versus. We did that all across Europe twice. He really put me on how to travel, like with a small bag. 'Cause I used to travel with big.
He taught you how to stuff all the shoes in it and break the boxes down?
He would only go with one carry-on, and that was just for a month.
I respect that.
And and I was like, oh, that's how you do it. You throw the socks and the shirts out, and you get a couple fits.
I spent 2 weeks
not
in the
Trinidad.
desert, my
Obviously,
mom
he
went
got
to
the
Tobago.
I got
suitcase
3
with all the
suitcases.
fits.
I have to.
All right. But me,
You never know.
us humble DJs, we were just over there
come
trying
on.
to get one.
No, I got
2
you.
fits off.
Room for the crates.
Honestly, I'm gonna come skip on this because you know what? I was too coordinated. I don't like being too matchy.
But,
And I think at that-
but that was the era though.
Okay.
Where like,
Okay, but we talking now. How do I feel? It's so much more tasteful to throw something else in there and throw them off a little bit. But yeah, I was doing okay.
I'm gonna call it a skip as well, just because I never really like ostrich on the shoes. I don't like ostrich leather that much.
Oh, that's the issue you have with this picture?
Save the ostriches, yeah.
Wow. What are your Air Force Ones made out of?
This is genuine rat leather. They don't make them like they used to.
Welty.
I mean, seeing this takes me back to the era of like when I first started collecting shoes. Like in my mind, I'm imagining you going into like undefeated and picking out these Air Force.
Yes.
Ones. Were they hooking you up heavy?
Back then,
Yeah.
a little something,
Yeah.
a little bit.
It's a trip.
Yeah, this is a trip for me too. This era, I got a lot of respect for it. I mean, you're 2 of the guys that wear shoes the way that they're supposed to be rocked. I'm all about this. Outfit number 3, album cover Al. Let's go.
Laser Air Force Ones.
Haircut crispy.
I still have them. I almost was gonna put them shits on. Like, let me
No
bring these.
way.
Ooh.
Yeah, I still have them. Cause I never wore them again after that. I just put them
Really?
in the box.
One
You
time?
wear them on the album cover. Why did I think that sitting like I was taking a shit in a UPS outfit was gonna be a good idea?
What made you rock
Posted
those
up on
kicks
the
at the
Japanese
time?
toilet.
I had the other ones too,
Okay.
and it just felt like they were really those.
It
were
matched the outfit better.
I would never wear that. It was a Carhartt
Yeah.
outfit, and it was like I decided it's time to shoot the album cover, and I put on something I never would wear, and I just look back on it like, fuck was I thinking?
How'd you get the shoes back then? Do you remember?
I bought them.
Oh yeah.
I think it was North. Yep. But I'm gonna. Why you guys do this to me, man?
We like it. I love the shoe. I'm happy about it.
The shoe, I'm gonna come drip, man. If we're talking the whole fit, I'm going skip. The shoe is drip.
Yeah, I mean, like I hear like the drums to hold you down, just like playing in the background when I see this. This is amazing. This is a trip.
It's absolutely a drip. That's an incredible shoe. That's a legendary shoe. Mark Smith is a legend. This is a legendary photo.
Thank you, sir. If you can't really tell, but one side was supposed to be LA and one side is 30. That's 30th and 9th.
Your old
On the
home.
right side, yes. I had this grand
got
idea
you, yeah.
to put LA in, and it kind of fell.
Right.
Hey,
But now we know.
God bless.
20 years later.
On a personal level, you have your own quarries with this or whatever.
Yes.
But now this is a drip, man. This is
Okay.
a drip. This is what it's supposed to be.
Now, before we get out of here for the day, we want to breeze to the comment section and see what people have been saying about us on YouTube for the past week, which is always a good time. We have one from Luke Risner saying, this season has the best episodes. Proof. Purvis Vice Jr. says, somebody please holla at Nike, tell them to bring back the black Ultra Posits and all the Flight Posit 3s.
Oh, wow.
You can tell
There you
Zach
go.
picked out that comment.
Thomas Messina says, Thursday nights are like Christmas Eve for sneakerheads with Full Size Run and the Complex Sneakers podcast. Please do an ACG segment, maybe one day. You big ACG guy?
Yes.
You had the boots?
I like their hoodies.
Okay.
They do a lot of purple and brown, right?
You trying to? Oh yeah, yes.
This has been another episode of Full Size Run. Of course, I'm your co-host, Brendan Dunne.
I'm Matt Welty.
I got on horrible shoes.
AOC Alchemist. Love you guys.
Thank you so much.
On every color, that's a full size. Buy a 6 for my kids, bought a 7 for my chick. My
Island boys,
Just hanging out here on the couch.
subscribe. And then we need you, like we always do, every time we sit here. We're the new Outcast, by the way. And ask you to subscribe to our show.
You watched the episode, but your work is not done yet. We need your support now more than ever.
Like all the videos, comment on all the videos, make your whole family watch all the videos, only say good things about us.
Put our show in your stories, share it, recycle it, do it again, start over, watch the first season, catch up.
Family gatherings, just throw it on for any reason.
Island Boys!
That's a full size. That's a full size. That's a full size.